Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Strahz Play Path of Exile. Today we'll be continuing with our quest with our Marauder, but I also wanted to take a look at our build. So basically I've done some research and I went online, checked their forums. I was looking for a very viable, noob-friendly build. If you're new to a Marauder or if you're new to Path of Exile, I think this build will really help survivability with high melee DPS output. So let's take a look at our passive skill tree. And this is the line I'm going down. Pumping up my life, heading towards life regen and strength. Resistances to lightning and fire and cold. We're going to need those. Eventually making our way down, at least by around level 22, 23, hopefully, to resolute technique of your hits can't be evaded and never deal critical strikes. We'll be going much further, of course, down the path, but that's our first goal. Basically following this line right around here to get our resistances, heading up over this way, and grabbing resolute technique. That's just only part of the build. Take a look at the items that we're going to be looking for. We're basically going to be shooting for gear that's got red gem slots. That's going to be our primary focus. I haven't found anything for my hands or feet yet. I basically grabbed these items because of their stats and it had heavy armor, so except for these guys, I still haven't found anything nice and fancy for my feet. So I'm wearing my nice pretty little slippers. But anyway, I did find a couple items. But the big thing on your gear you're going to want to look for with this build is things that are chained with plus life and elemental resistances. So those are the items we're going to be looking for, whether it's blue, yellow, or even the epic, lovely orange gear that may or may not drop. Oh, look at that. Fallowin's calling me a noob. Who is that? Oh well, we'll find out later. And I did find this weapon swap, a sweet one-handed mace, but it's got a red gem. I'll probably swap this out later for a two-handed mace that's got some more gem slots on there. Also, the weapon of choice for this build is a two-handed mace, as it does do probably the highest melee DPS in the game per weapon. It's not and it's two-handed, and you look kind of like a badass when you're wielding it. At least, well, maybe not with this wooden club, but we will look better later on. Trust me. Alright, what else? So with this new build, if you go to the Path of Exile forums, there's going to be a lot of people posting how their build is, and there's a lot of gimmicky one-shot type builds out there that can really cost you a lot of time and effort. I mean, if you really want to be that hardcore and you really want to trick out your guy to be kind of like a one-trick pony, or to do something very, very specific, then by all means, check out those builds. But this build is really geared for somebody who's just trying out Marauder, like I said, or is brand new to Path of Exile and doesn't want to die constantly. And not that it's so difficult on normal level to die a lot, but if you're looking for that extra edge and you still want to feel like a badass for the most part, then I found that this build is pretty damn viable. So taking a look real quick, I grabbed 2 health potions. Per flask, I'm sorry. These I had from farming on my main character, who did finally beat the normal mode of the game. Just like Diablo 3, once you beat the normal sort of difficulty level, there's 2 more tiers. As far as I know, I believe my main is on the Cruel, where things get a lot harder. But nicer gear does drop, so that's always a bonus. I also picked up the Quicksilver Flask for this guy for 40% increased movement speed, because sometimes you're going to get in trouble and you want to get out of dodge real fast. And standard medium mana flasks, just so we can keep our mana up and keep up with everything that's going on. Also, checking out the skills. What kind of skills does this build primarily focus on? Look down here in the lower left, you got your default attack. That's probably not going to change, but this is our bread and butter with the ground slam AoE attacks. You're going to get large mob pulls, and you're going to be able to survive and do lots of damage. So these guys are going to die pretty quick. There's also Heavy Strike when you're taking on something like a boss and you don't want to use the AoE because he's probably the last guy standing, and you just basically want to lay into him and do some sweet damage. Some people also argue that Glacial Hammer is somewhat better than Heavy Strike, and I mean your mileage is going to vary. This isn't bad for stunning and slowing mobs down. Also, Decoy Totem I just recently got. Throwing this down can kind of help as a meat shield. So you throw this guy down, the mobs get attracted by it, and then you just follow up with your ground slam, wreaking insane havoc. And I think that pretty much covers this build. I'll talk a little bit more about it when we start actually getting in there and start fighting some mobs. I definitely wanted to show you guys that this build is noob friendly. It doesn't require epics. You can get to, I think based on how this build's saying on the forums, you could get to the end level, usually around level 80 of Cruel, and be okay. So we're going to put that theory to the test. I'm also going to put the links to this build just below the video so you guys can check it out, as well as a passive skill tree list so you can see the skills that are going on. And with that said, let's get out there and start smashing some heads. Alright, here we are, the Mud Flats. Quickly bring up our menu here. See where we got to go. We've got to go northeast to the Submerged Passage, find this crab. He's probably over in this area, the offshoot side passage. Let's go find that. In the meantime, as we walk over there, pay attention to the build, see how well its survivability is. Also, check out the damage output. One shot, one shot. I love me some one shots. Oh, here we go. Nice little crowd of baddies. Come and get some. So there's my ground slam. AoE. Boom, boom, boom. Nailed this guy. One-shotted. I'll take that. Thank you very much. As you can see, I almost took no health hits right there. Those guys, the blues can be pretty tough. But with this build, with all that extra life and life regen, it's actually not so bad. Fetid Pool. This is the last quest I went into where I had to basically clear out the Fetid Pool, kill that necromancer, and then head back to town. But since we've already been there, we'll ignore that. Look, these are all just like one-shots. And these guys are a little bit lower level than me, and of course things are going to get a lot more difficult. But I'm loving the amount of DPS this build puts out. Ooh, I think we found it. Ooh, and a gem upgrade. Which one got it? Our sweep. Alright, sure, we'll upgrade that. Thank you. Alright, here we go. The Lower Submerged Passage. Let's go take care of Mr. King Crab. Alright, let's go find us a crab. Take care of some business. Cave crustaceans. I'm not scared. I am not scared. Glass shank. No thanks. Wrapped mitts. No thanks. There you go. Gather round, folks. Gather round. Hardly taking any hits, as you can see. My life's still up there. I hardly took any damage from those guys. And we're still one-shotting. Love it. Come on out now. Where are you? Ooh, level up. Thank you. Oh, don't you run away from me. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Gnarled branch. Yeah, no thanks. Let's level up our passive skill. Where are we going? Ooh, enemy critical strike multiplier reduction. You take 15% reduced extra damage from critical strikes. Love the sound of that. I will apply those points. Thank you. More survivability. High defense, lots of life. Survivability, lots of damage. Name of the game. Should probably test out this decoy totem. Oop, before we do that, I see a waypoint. Grab that before we go too much further. Roted blade. Nope, no thanks. Looking for the yellows, looking for the blues and the yellows. Alright, now we can come back here if we need to. Nice little waypoint. Let's drop that decoy totem. There you go. Pay attention to the decoy totem and not me, while I smash you in the face. Iron ring. No thanks. As you can see, that orange little hole up there, that looks like the way down to level 2, or possibly our Mr. King Crab guy we gotta take out. The flooded depths. Alright, quickly check. In the depths. Okay, well, let's go check it out. Check our map. Where are we? Yep, I got a feeling he's down here in the flooded depths. Let's go find him. Let's go put the hurt on him. Well, that's cool. I don't know what these are. These floating ceiling whatchamacallits. No idea what that is. But it looks cool. What is that? That's kind of cool. It's like floating glowy string. Yep, gather round. Gather round. Man, I can't wait to never miss. That'll be awesome. Not too worried about not making critical strikes with this guy. We already do enough damage as it is with this two-handed weapon. Being able to hit all the time will be much more beneficial. Decoy time. There you go. A choke on that. That thing did not last long. Ooh, gem upgrade. Alright. What do we get? Ground slam? Yep. Glacial hammer? Sure. Alright. Here, Mr. Crab. Drop this down. Pay attention to my totem. There you go. Nighty night goes the baddies. Heavy strike. Yes, we'll upgrade that. Thank you. Just me and my hammer in the dungeons, having a good old time. Ooh, you want to freeze me, huh? You can play that game. Glacial hammer for you. Ooh, I spy a shrine. Oh, is this him? The Deep Dweller! Yeah, time to go. We'll drop one of these. Focus on that. I'll smash you in the face! Got him. Oh, nope, nope. Oh, he's tricky. I only worked through his shell. I don't know if he caught that right there, but I hit him with a glacial strike. Froze him for about a second or two. It can come in handy. It may just save your life later on. Tribal Maul. Okay, wool gloves. Medium mana. Chest plate. It's not looking too good. Quickly look at that. It's a green. I'll identify. Let's see. I'll identify it anyway. Squire's Tribal Maul of Rejuvenation. It's got more stun. Increased physical damage. +2 life gain for each enemy hit by your attacks. That's pretty awesome. So what we'll probably do with this guy... Yeah, I might add... Yeah, I'm going to have to change the color of the green gem slot to a red. I think I've got enough stuff where we can do that, and I can show you how to do that back in town. We also got a gem to level up. Sweet. Sure. Thank you. Check our quest log. Dweller of the Deep. You have killed the Dweller of the Deep. Talk to Tarkley for your reward. I like rewards. I like the shinies. Nope. Iron Greaves. Well, it's not really that cool. I wonder if I think I can upgrade that though. Alright. Should we go back to town? You know what? Why not? Yeah, let's portal back to town. Hand in a reward. See if we can't convert this two-handed maul into something pretty. And then we'll continue on with the main quest. There we go. Portal time. Where's Mr. There he is. Hello, Mr. Tarkley. I'd like my reward now, please, sir.
You managed to kill a granddaddy crab. Pity you couldn't lug it out of the caves for us. Could have made quite the chowder out of it. No matter. We've got one less reason to fear the dark, and I've got one more thing to thank you for.
Damn straight. Ooh, grants a passive skill point. Yes, thank you. I'll take that. Sell some junk. What's this? This could be good. Wrapped mitts. Yeah, no thanks. Shabby jerkin. Not really going to help us here. Wool gloves. No thanks. Chest plates. We'll keep those for now. Thank you. So it gave us a passive skill book. Double click that. I'm sorry, right click. We can just keep on going down this chain. Here we go. Even less critical strikes we'll take. Yes, please. Thank you, ma'am. Dweller of the Deep. All set. Quest complete. You have slain the Dweller of the Deep. Tarkley has rewarded you with a passive skill point. Yes, he has. Alright, I'm going to quickly come over here, see what kind of stuff I've got, because I want to change this from a green to a red gem. Preferably keeping both of these. I don't think I can make... Yeah, we'll see. Let's try it. I'm trying to remember which one we need here. I think it's this guy. Chromatic Orb. He forges the color of sockets on an item. So grab that. Oh, hold on. We may not even have to do this, because we've got another one. Serrated Tribal Maul of the Wrestler. 20% increased stun duration, 56 increased physical strength. I mean, that's not bad. But this guy's got so much better stuff. With a +2 life gains, increased stun, increased physical... I mean, it's got the life gain. I like that. With this build, that's really going to help. But we could also do this, a Chaos Orb. I don't really want to use that. Reforges a rare item with new random properties on such a low-level item. So maybe I'll just use chromatic on it. Luck of the draw. Hopefully we get lucky. Oh, first try. Yes, thank you. And the second problem is we've only got one red gem slot. Do we have anything in here? Here we go. We forged a number of sockets on an item. Jeweler's Orb. I knew there was something. Oh, perfect. 2. Boom. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Let's take him out of here. Pop him in this guy. Swap it out. And you know what? These can go. Well, actually, you know what? I don't know if I want to do that. I really like the stats on this. So we'll keep it for now. We'll keep these because they're yellow items. They got nice stats on them. And we keep our sweep. We could add the sweep in here, but I mean, look at the stats on this. All I'm getting is 20% increased stun duration on enemies versus all this shiny goodness. Physical damage, 11 to strength. Lightning damage, increased critical strike chance, 19% accuracy rating. Yeah, we'll keep that for now. Thank you. I'll identify this guy real quick, see if it's any better. 61% increased evasion rating during flask effect. Not a bad idea. Swap that out for this one. Sell our stuff.
I can offer is yours.
I can probably find some better iron greaves, so we'll sell that too. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed checking out this noob-friendly melee build from Marauders. As you can see, it's pretty damn effective. I hardly took any damage with my health, and it regen pretty quickly. Also, the only thing that was a drawback was using my mana quite a bit, but we've got the potions to cover it. Or the flasks, excuse me. I keep saying potions. Just can't help it. Some things just don't change. As you can see, the Tikoi Totem came in handy sometimes. You can see there where that could come in really handy, later on down the line. And our bread and butter of Ground Slam with our single target attack with Heavy Strike and Glacial Hammer. Pretty nasty combo, and with all these stats, red gems with plus damage and plus life on our gear, we're going to be doing all right. And eventually, hopefully soon, around level 23, 24 I believe it is, we'll get our Resolute Technique. Alright folks, check out the next episode. We'll continue on with these quests, and we're going to go all the way to the end. We're going to beat the baddies. We're going to at least get this guy up to the Cruel difficulty mode. But until then, I will see you next time. If you like the content, please feel free to drop a like, leave a comment. And if you really enjoy the videos and stuff, feel free to subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it really helps us. Alright folks, take it easy, and we'll see you next time.